The reason why I then chose the University of Stellenbosch Business School is because of the multidisciplinary models that they teach us. So it's not just one model, but it's multidisciplinary, which is actually quite phenomenal.
It will provide me an Afrocentric perspective in terms of my coaching framework. I would like to take what I'm learning back to my culture, which is Africa. And so University of Stellenbosch Business School to me was a perfect choice.
I did want to improve my qualification to a master's level, and I'm just very proud to be associated with the university because of its international accreditations.
And the reason I chose this business school was I wanted a program that really linked coaching behavioral training together with business practice.
Management coaching, when executed well, serves as a partnership to a leader of an organization, a manager of a unit, a team of people who have to lead. So at best, management coaching is a partnership where there is a high level of trust between coach and client. It's a very confidential space. And at its core, it really has to do with development and facilitation of other people's development, whether they be individuals, teams, or organizations.
I really wanted to find a way that I could develop my skills so that I could work with people, but in a far more conceptual as well as practical way.
Having been a coach or certified in coaching, I felt that this was a natural progression to have a theoretical foundation and to also learn a diversity of approaches to coaching other than the single coaching approach that I had been exposed to previously.
I come from a background of psychology, and I could either move in the clinical psychology direction or in a coaching direction, and I felt that the psychology direction was more, it's based on the premise of unhealthy mental state and you need to get fixed, versus the coaching direction, which is more positive, that you're working with healthy individuals that in fact just want to make progress.
I believe that there are a few crucial distinguishing factors about this program. And the first for me is that we are utilizing facilitators across a multidisciplinary spectrum. We really try and balance very well the theoretical rigor and underpinning of a multitude of coaching approaches and models with lots and lots and hours of practice. The third element, and probably one of the most crucial on a program where people go through so much self-learning, is supervision. So in year one, we spend 5 full days, of course spread out over the year, in group supervision, where students bring their coaching to the classroom. A very confidential space is created where they can talk through their coaching methodology, their approaches, where they got stuck, where it really went well, and they learn a lot from each other. They also stay healthy and sane by doing so. It's just a good practice to do. In year two, we follow that up with very strong support while students are going through their research journeys, which is ultimately a very lonely journey.
I'm currently in an organizational development role now, working with leaders, working with change, and coaching is a key strategy we use for leadership development. I think it's giving me a kind of level of expertise and a level of conceptual thinking that is pitched at the right level. I'm also looking beyond that, going back into the consulting world at some point and being able to practice as a coach.
I would dearly like to start a practice, a coaching practice, which might not in essence be coaching only, but certainly in the business world, coaching, mentoring, bit of consulting.
People who would benefit from this program are people who lead because we've seen now that top of the 3 most wanted skills in the world for executives to actually excel and to move up the ladder is coaching skill. Secondly, it's also for the manager, for managers at all levels of the organization to facilitate performance, to facilitate teamwork. I would say also for the OE practitioner to help make sense of when a company is ready for change, where the most successful pockets will be to go and pilot this change, and how to prepare people and navigate them through the change.
I've really liked the structure of the program. I think it's the learning design is excellent. There's a lot of theoretical, there's a strong theoretical base, and equipping us as learners who've maybe possibly been out of the system for a while to get back in, equipping us with the research skills, and at the same time expecting high standards of a business school.
The work that we've done so far around research methodology for me has been quite eye-opening. As I said to a number of my colleagues, the lectures in research methodology has demystified for me the whole concept of research.
I love the fact that everybody that's been on the module so far to teach us has got a practice in place. So they consult outside of just teaching us. So they come in and they bring practical examples.
I've really loved the peer learning, the triad model, the fact that we practice our coaching, that we get feedback, and it's an ongoing loop of growth.
The diversity that we have in class has fostered good learning, and that has been a tremendous opportunity. The lecturers, the instructors, the guests that have come from various places have brought a richness into the program for me.
So after a master's in coaching, people have come to a place where they are totally okay with who they are, knowing what their uniqueness is, knowing where they can add value, and knowing where they really don't want to engage. Also, they have become coaches in their thinking, in their communication, and in their being. And they can now facilitate the learning of others without themselves getting in the way, without what's in their own minds about, oh, am I good enough? Am I doing this right? Without that getting in the way. Because when you work with a client, you need to be fully present, because it's not about your stuff, it's about theirs.
Why I would recommend USB to students is, firstly, we're in one of the most beautiful areas of the world, wonderful geographical space, but we are a school that can guarantee high quality business education backed by proper research, diverse classrooms with technology enablement, and the big thing is at USB we're not only interested in people's minds, we're interested in their hearts, so that when they come to the school and leave in the end, they are changed persons.